Good morning, Sabercats, and welcome back to CVTV. I'm Danny.
And I'm Parker.
And we're your hosts this week for CVTV.
We've got a sports-packed week.
For our home games this week, we've got the softball team taking on Douglas County at home. We've got the boys soccer team taking on Pondo and Heritage.
For our away games, we have girls volleyball traveling to Mountain Vista and Regis, and our football team heading to Valor to close out the week. Show up and show out, Cats. The CV Student Media Program took a trip to Colorado State University for the annual J-Day convention.
We had a couple staff members capture what it was like to experience J-Day. Let's check it out.
On September 15th, the Castleview Media Program took a trip to the Colorado State Journalism Convention. A few of our very own students ran their own classes, including Gavin Weiskopf.
J-Day is a really fun time, mainly because you can see a lot of people from different schools all gathered at one venue. And it's really fun because there's a lot of professionals who are teaching as well, who have been in the industry for countless years. And it's really a fun time just because you get to be there with people just your age, but you also get to learn while having fun. So essentially what my class was, we were learning about photography and 20 tips that every photographer needs to know. More importantly, how to boost your photography in a yearbook or in journalism as a whole. And my whole story behind it was honestly just trying to get future photographers learning photography and just trying to gain better photos overall. So the whole point of the session was trying to get photographers who A, know how to take photos, B, can also tell a story. So we worked over a course of 45 minutes, just trying to give these future photographers some wisdom and some inspiration into actually how to work with photography gear.
But Gavin wasn't the only one who showed up to impress.
So in total, Castleview's journalism department won 2 for our broadcast department. We had 1 for newspaper, 1 for yearbook, and then I also won Best of State first place for photography and copy. When we get awards as a staff, especially in the visuals, it's really short term because the thrill is in the moment. So it's really nice knowing that you have almost made it to the point of people recognizing your work. But the biggest thing to me is kind of like I was doing the sessions, really giving that knowledge to other people is what's important to me. Because although I can have like 100 awards, it doesn't mean anything if I can't let someone else know how to do it as well.
Looked like a great experience.
Danny, you ever wondered why we have themes for our home games?
Well, I heard we have an exclusive interview with student government as to why we have these themes for our home games and where they come from.
Let's check it out.
Not me personally, it's like me, Eli, Brooks, and Sam, and Marissa, we kind of all just have like a group and we like discuss like what we think is best for the school, like what everyone think will be fun to like participate in. So, and then we kind of get like outsiders like opinions. So to try to make it like everyone will like it. Kind of like a mix of a few people. I know for the volleyball team, they pick their own themes, but like for football, it's like a group of some people in student government and us and like the leaders and stuff that we pick. So, yeah.
So for the football games, we actually created them. It was a help of student government and me, Sam Coolish, Milena Pazanka, and Brooks Odarte put together a list for all the games. I mean, we kind of all just put it together. I mean, we have a list that we just have a picture of someone just like wrote out a list and we just decided which ones we liked, you know, which ones we're gonna move around based on home and away games. And
I definitely think it makes it more fun, obviously, just because people like look forward to like dressing up or doing something, and it just makes like the energy and everything fun.
it's been a lot of fun, and I think it's really, I've made a lot of friends out of it and became closer with a lot of people I didn't know before, because now I'm being like so engaged and trying to talk to everyone and get everyone included in everything. So it's really fun, just, you know, it's always big energy and you just meet new people, and I think it's just a great experience.
I think it's a big thing that everyone needs to participate, just because we only are in high school once. It makes it fun to just be in high school and just dress up for random things. And I feel like everyone should just participate if they can, and it just makes it fun.
And to close out the show, we're looking at how you can get your volunteer hours before graduation.
I think they're all on the pro side, honestly. In fact, about 41% of all employers believe that volunteer work is just as equal as work experience on a resume. So that's what employers are looking for. So it's a huge plus for any student to get involved in volunteer work. Well, besides the upside for their own career and boosting the resume, I think that there's a lot to be gained just personally. Learning how other people live, learning how to give back to your community, and getting involved in maybe segments of the community that you're not very familiar with. I think you can build a lot of relationships that you might not otherwise be able to create in other aspects of life on maybe your normal career track or normal social group, so to speak. I've had some really great experiences. One in particular was working at an adult daycare, and a lot of what we did was just play games like Uno, Skip Bo, dominoes, played lots of dominoes, and just really had really fantastic conversations with the residents and then the people that were also in the daycare program.
All right, thank you so much.
Hey, you're welcome.
I think all people should volunteer, not just high school students. There's actually a lot of research that has shown that people who volunteer and help out other people for no pay actually can be really beneficial for the person who does the volunteer work. Additionally, I think there is something really important about just taking our time and helping people. It makes us see the world a little differently. Plus, we're just making the world a little bit better. So I've done, before I had kids, I did a lot of volunteering. My biggest one, quite honestly, was I started my education career in elementary school. And then I started working out with an organization that tutored high school kids and just provided some opportunity for high school kids when I was living in Denver, so just kids who are in the inner city. And that's where I learned how much I really enjoyed high school kids. So that was probably my most meaningful one. So we would take them on trips, take them camping, just hang out with them. And that got me to even consider taking a job here at Castleview because I just love high school kids so much. I've done cleanup stuff with some organizations, just keeping hiking trails and areas clean. And then when I was younger, I helped with an organization that helped handicapped individuals just kind of get ready for the day and hang out with them.
Well, folks, that'll be all for this week.
If you want to see more from us, check out our website at cvstudentmedia.com or our Instagram at cvstudentmedia.
Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll catch you next week on our next episode of CVTV.